Hello, this is the Saboteur coming at you from Hillbilly Gaming doing a review over Madden NFL 17. Alright, franchise mode is the big thing, but then still got brought back some other things. We're going to go over it all. First, we're going to go over franchise, but I'm going to let the EA Sports Boys tell you what's new, and we'll talk about it and show you some gameplay and some other things to go along with it. The Ultimate Team and everything else to go head to head. Let's watch.
Welcome to franchise mode, the best way to play through a season with your favorite team. In Madden 17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the excitement of the NFL Red Zone channel and mash it into Madden. All the key moments of the game, right at your fingertips. Jump into the key 2-minute drives at the end of the half or when your team makes it into the red zone. It's dynamic, it's brand new, and it's the fastest way to play Madden. Now that you have more control of the action on the field, we've added meaningful ways to game plan against your opponent. Carefully selected from your opponent's play call tendencies, install an offensive and defensive game plan that will help you shut down even the strongest of foes. Exploit Sherman's vaunted cover 3. Take out Rodgers' deep passing game or swagger with your own run game. The decisions you make with your game plans will be impactful and powerful. Off the field, we have doubled down on the amount of control you have with big coaching decisions. Sign and re-sign players with more feedback. Trade and cut players with ease. Take risk with more authentic injuries. And set your season goal for big rewards or a big pink slip. We've even included some of the most requested features from the community with the addition of the practice squad, full player editing, and scores from around the league. This is your franchise. More control, more decisions, more impact. Now take your team all the way.
So they made a lot of big changes in the franchise mode, man. A lot of things people been asking for and waiting for. Because, I mean, franchise is popular. It's fun to build your team and from the ground up and then advance them every year in the draft and stuff like that and free agency. So they even made some changes in the draft. Now you can go look at players in the draft like you could before, where you can see their overall speed and strength and all their abilities and stuff. I'm the Cowboys, so I need a freaking quarterback because Romo's an interception throwing son of a bitch. And he's getting older to boot. But, I mean, he's a big game. He sucks. I'm trying to get a better quarterback. Now, right after you draft them, you can go in and see their abilities they're going to have on the field. He's a 78 overall. It tells the story. He has a Heisman Trophy winner. You know, tells where he went to school. You can see he's 6'3". You can see all his overall abilities, what he's going to have when he comes out on the field. And he's going to be taking Romo's place. Maybe not this year, but in the next couple of years, I'm going to train him up and have him take his place. One of the things that didn't change much was the Ultimate Team. It changed a little, but not much. You know, an Ultimate Team has become a big fan favorite. It's not in all the sports, not just in Madden, but in NHL and football or soccer, as us Americans call it. They all got their own version of the Ultimate Team. You can collect players. You know, you get your starting team, then you can collect players, then you can upgrade your players. So they got all the different 32 teams that you can start off with. So, I mean, you got stars from all the teams. So you can go through there and build your ultimate team the way you want them. And I think that's pretty freaking cool, man. It's something that's been around for a few years now that a lot of people love. I mean, so it's kind of like fantasy football a little bit to me. But let's get on to some other things. We still got let's finish up right here while they're doing the upgrades and getting the ultimate team. But right here we got the championship draft, or the draft champions, where you can go through here and you can pick your coach. You can draft players from old man or from the olden days, all the badasses. You build your team up. You got to watch out and go for your positions that you need, though. You can't stock up on 2 or 3 quarterbacks or 2 or 3 running backs. You need to think about your overall team. My favorite player of all time is Emmitt Smith, because I am a Dallas Cowboy fan. I loved him back when Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman was there. Romo, I'm not really on his bandwagon. I hated it when they got rid of Andre Ware and DeMarcus Murray. But you go through there and you pick your players depending on your needs. So right there, I got me a running back right off the bat, Emmitt Smith. So then I start thinking about offensive line, man, because I mean you got to have a good offensive line if you have a good running game, and then I can come back and get my quarterback and my receivers and my defensive players. But you got to start off with your big superstars, and then as you keep going through the draft, the players get lesser and lesser talent, and you got to make the right decisions on the choices you're going to make. So that's a pretty fun part of the game. When you get through building your team, it puts it put your team together. And you got to go out there and you got to play seasons with them just like you would on franchise or ultimate teams. So it gives you some different versions of game style. And the graphics are badass as usual. And I think this year is the best year of the announcers. You know, the commentary I think is better than it's ever been before, man. They seem to be online with the game. So now we're getting into a little gameplay. And they also brought back the head-to-head, which you know they're going to have, where you can play your friends or you can play other people online, but go finding matches. So we're going over a little gameplay here. That's my favorite part of the game because I love to play head-to-head, online players against real players instead of the AI. So here I am doing a head-to-head game against somebody playing with the Rams, and get to show you a few of the moves here. I mean, you can hot route, you can change your player's position, you can audible. You can call all your different things at the line of scrimmage. And now you got the button pushing stuff where you can do the juke moves and the spin moves like you used to could do back in 2005. I don't know why they took that away. There's a big touchdown to Bryant, or my big star receiver from OSU. But anyhow, they did a lot of big changes with the game and franchise, but they did some good changes in just the gameplay, man, with the button playing where you can juke, spin, stiff arm. And I don't know why they took that out. That was in there before, and then last year it wasn't. They brought it back this year. It hadn't been in there a couple years. And it gives you a lot more control of your game style. And it's also on defense, too. You got more control over your players on defense, on some moves you can do. Right here you can see my little spin move, my stiff arm there, and got myself an extra 10 yards. So they're emphasizing on the running game a little more this year than they had. They've been emphasizing on the passing game throughout the years, or through the past few years. Passing's been big, but they're bringing back the emphasis on the running game. So I think that's freaking totally cool. Now we're going to get over to the defensive side of the ball. And on defense, I mean, you can choose the coach's plays that the coach calls suggestions or coach's suggestions, or you can go by formation, or you can go by the style of gameplay you choose through your training and stuff. You know, you got all kinds of options on your gameplay too. Here I am kicking the shit out of this dude because he chose the freaking Rams. I mean, the Dallas is bad, but the Rams, I don't know. They got the big badass quarterback from OU a few years back, and then they got a few good players, but they're still years away from being a good team. And I don't know if Dallas will ever be a good team unless they get rid of Romo. I mean, and I'm a Dallas fan. I thought Romo was going to be the big deal. They paid him all that fucking money. He got the hot-ass chicks, man, started dating the models and shit, and then he just went to shit. But this is Salvatore from Hillbilly Gaming. Hope this review was helpful. Buy the game. It's freaking cool. You're going to love it. This is Salvatore from Hillbilly Gaming. Don't forget to subscribe. Drop a comment and tell me how bad my accent is or whatever. I like to hear from my fans. Love you guys. Salvatore out, man. Hillbilly Gaming.